Now, let's talk about the 2026 uproar in South Africa. Now, we've known that South Africans are xenophobic in nature. It is their nature to buy people, to unalive people. It is in their nature to attack brothers, sisters, African brothers, African sisters. But they can't do so to other people who shares different DNA with them. They only have strength when they see African brothers. And you cannot be a hero when you unalive a man who comes to your house. You can't be a hero. If you want to fight, you come outside and fight and win and be a hero. You can't be a hero in your own house by unaliving somebody who visited you. You can't be a hero. You're not a hero. You're a coward. Now, how did this 2026 uproar start? It started in 2025 in Ghana. It was in Ghana that this current uproar in South Africa started in 2025 when we had the Igbo King saga. It was in Ghana this current uproar in South Africa started. Now, this Igbo traditional system, their Ezigbo and all that, this system has been ongoing for a very long time. In South Africa, this thing in this 2006 didn't start. It didn't start this 2006. This their coronation in South Africa didn't start this 2006. It didn't start this 2006. So all these years, why haven't South Africans noticed it? All these years, why haven't South Africans taken note of it? It's also been going on in Ghana for years. And these people are not ruling the indigenous people. They are only saying they are coordinating their own people in diaspora. And they are not living together. They are scattered. So when it's time, they call for their meetings. They convene at a place. They do their thing. After that, everyone leaves. They are just coordinating their own people. They are not saying that they are ruling Johannesburg. They are not saying that they are ruling, what are those their cities in South Africa? They are not ruling indigenous cities. They are just coordinators of their own people. That is how it is everywhere. And it's been going on for years. And it's been going unnoticed. But the consciousness came after South Africans started harassing and intimidating Nigerians, precisely Igbos in Ghana, after Ghanaians started intimidating and harassing Nigerians, precisely Igbos in Ghana in 2025. Now, it was first, Nigeria must go. Now, within 48 hours, that mantra changed from Nigeria must go to Igbo must go. That was when I knew it was a Yoruba agenda. I must be blunt with this. So the Yoruba started pushing narratives, false narrative about the Igbos, selling it to the Ghanaians. And the Ghanaians were buying it. Selling it to the Ghanaians, peddling lies to the Ghanaians, selling it to Ghanaians, and Ghanaians were buying it. Now, at the same time, they were on social media, they were hitting it and all that, doing their protests. South Africans were learning. South Africans were learning. They were taking note. They started becoming conscious. And they were making comments like, this cannot happen in their country. This was what South Africans were saying. This was 2025. And as a result of this that was happening in Ghana in 2025, there was a protest. A protest began in South Africa. A protest also began in South Africa in 2025. Now, South Africans started studying this system, started learning the Igbos and all that. And of course, you know the South African, a typical South African, in fact, the South Africans, they are envious, normally. They have this greed and envy because of the success of those called foreigners. They call them foreigners in their countries. So they have this envy that they are doing well and all that because they themselves, they are lazy. So they started monitoring the Igbo traditional system and all that. Before, South Africans never knew because I've encountered them online on debate, so many of them. They will let you know, they will tell you that they don't know who is a Nigerian, who is a Yoruba, who is an Igbo, what they know is you're Nigerian. But now there is a narrative in South Africa. If you meet somebody and ask the person, are you a Nigerian? He will say yes, but he's not Igbo. And it is the yorubas of Nigeria that peddled this one, that helped to push for this. If you meet somebody in South Africa, South Africans will confront them. They told me this. I've encountered them online. I've had debates with them. They will ask you, are you a Nigerian? You will say yes, but you're not Igbo. It is the yorubas of Nigeria that peddled this. Now, why these things were going on, when the Igbo so-called coronation came on in South Africa, then the South Africans who, of course, whenever they are hungry, they need an avenue to go and loot, to go and destroy stores, shops, steal from people. So they now saw an avenue because they were monitoring it. They become conscious after Ghanaians brought that to their awareness. That was when they become conscious. And they started following it, monitoring it. So as a result of that coronation, they now have to go out on the street and start their protest. They now began their protest, started destroying lives and properties in South Africa, looting, stealing. Now, Ghanaians were cheering them. Ghanaians were applauding them. Because somehow they are their brothers and all that. And all the xenophobic attacks that has been going on all these years by South Africans, Ghanaians were the least affected. So somehow there was this belief that somehow Ghanaians will not be affected. So South Africans, Nigerians were being attacked, and so Igbos were being attacked, and they were tearing them. They were fueling it. They were clapping for them. But today now, look at it. Today now, look at it. They are now attacking other, it is no longer Nigeria, it is no longer Igbo. They are now attacking other African nationalities. They are now attacking Ghanaians. When you see evil, speak up. When you see bad, speak up. Because what goes around comes around. You don't just seal your lips because it doesn't concern you, it doesn't affect you, or you feel it will not affect you. Someday, look at it today. Ghanaians were the ones who brought the consciousness of, because this Igbo king system or whatever they call it has been ongoing in South Africa for years. Why didn't the South Africans notice it? It's been ongoing in Nigeria for years, in Ghana for years. The same way you have Ghana communities in so many countries out there. And they do their traditional system, they pour libations, and they do everything. It's been like that. But because of what happened in 2025 about the Igbo King saga in Ghana, that was what brought about the uproar in South Africa today in 2026. That was what caused the uproar. That is what is bringing the uproar. And Ghanaians were applauding them when this thing started against Nigerians in South Africa. Today, look at it. Look at the way they are bullying people. Look at the way they are unaliving people in South Africa. Look at the way they are destroying lives and properties. All these cannibals. All these people that are not humans. But someday South Africans will cry. They will beg for African brothers. They will not see any. They should back my word. And they are cowards. Because the bigger problem is in their country, they cannot confront it. People are controlling their resources. People that do not share the same ancestry with them, people who are not blacks are controlling their resources. They are mute. They are cowards. Lazy and hungry people. Someday, let me end this video.